Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know who it is, it's JJ. And once again, I'm back at it with some more videos for you guys this week. You know how we always start off Monday. Monday, as always, being thankful and appreciating everybody who subscribed to us over the weekend. Thank everybody that's liked the video. I want to thank everybody who shared the video. Everybody who drops comments and all the feedback and all the love and support. That's the first things first. We do that every Monday for now. We're going to do that from every Monday from now on. We always thank everybody. And we want to welcome you guys all to the family and hope you guys stay for the long run. So, first things first, if drop the like on the video. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already, because I've dropped videos Monday through Friday. So if you don't want to miss out, hit the notification bell so every time I drop, y'all know. But I usually drop every Monday through Friday and around 5:15, 5 to 6 o'clock Central Time. So just be watch. But we're gonna talk about refinancing and stuff, a little bit of what you want to need to know about that stuff. So let's get to it. So this video is talking about refinancing your car, and this is for the people whose credit is not the best, and also just if your credit is the best. But it's mainly for the people that go to the dealerships and they always hit you with the, oh, you can refinance this car in 6 months. Come on now. I know I touched on this a little bit in another video, but it was such a short portion of the video that you guys might have didn't see it, or it might have just skipped past you, or you didn't pay much attention to it. So I want to touch base on it a little bit more. So what dealerships do is you'll come in there if your credit's not the best and they can't get your deal done or something like that, or they working so hard they finally get your deal done. They hit you with that, oh, the interest rate is high right now. You can come back and refinance the car in 6 months. Really? No, you really can't. So my suggestion is always to go first things first. If you can, buy you a cash car, then work on just building your credit, knocking off some of your debt, and building some good credit history. Because a lot of times the banks will give you a loan. It's a lot of times not basically necessarily off your score, mainly off of your payment history. You can't go in there and try to get a loan if everything on your payment history is just bad. If you start, like, if a lot of stuff is old and it's bad, but you got a lot of good new payment history, then a lot of times the bank will approve you and give you a better interest rate. But a lot of times that's how people get done. I done seen it a bunch of times because I used to work for dealerships that like that. Like, hey, tell the customer they can come back and refinance the car in 6 months, and then the person comes back in 6 months and you can't refinance the car, and a bank is not going to refinance you the car if you're upside down in the car. For one, you have bad credit. Two, they finance you this car more than what it's worth, or you got 21% interest rate. So all the first 6 months, because if you got 21% interest rate, you're really going to be paying interest for like literally the first 2 years of the car. Like literally, you're not even touching the car in the first. Because a lot of times, what happens is too, because I've seen people get screwed over. People with bad credit, I've seen them get put in cars, 21% interest rates, put in the car for 6 years, 7 years. If you guys didn't know, they will finance cars up to 7 years. What is 7 years? Was it 84 months? They do 84-month car loans. So I done seen people 21% interest rate on an 84-month car note. Come on, you're not gonna never be able to finance that car. So a lot of times these dealerships, they set people up to lose. They're setting you up to lose. And I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to help prevent that the best as I can. I know this video is not gonna reach everybody, but hey, the people that it can reach, and hopefully it helps the people that it is going to reach. But yeah, they tell you that you can refinance your car in 6 to 8 months. That's not true. Banks usually want you to have your car literally usually 12 to 18 months before they even let you refinance it. And then if your credit is bad to begin with, then it's hard for them to going to let you refinance the car. If your credit is good, then they won't mind after 12 to 18 months letting you refinance your car. But if your credit's not the best, they're gonna not let you refinance their car, because You're going to be upside down on the car, and when you're upside down in the car, I can explain this to you better in another video. But upside down in the car is basically just short term telling you that you owe more on the car than what it's worth. And that's what a lot of times what happens when you have bad credit, because you're getting 21% interest rate on top of a car that's, so you're already upside down. And then you're buying a car, even if you go buy a new car and you're thinking like, oh, I bought this new car. New cars used cars don't depreciate as much when you leave off the lot, but they do depreciate, because think about it, you're adding another owner to the vehicle, and then you're going to drive it for 6 to 8 months, and then that's going to add more miles on the vehicle, and then the value just depreciates more. And then when you buy a new car, if you didn't know, new cars depreciate so much once you drive them off the lot. You can literally get a new car for $24,000. You drive it off the lot, try to trade it back in the next day, they're probably going to give you like $18,000. You probably lost $6,000 just right off the top on certain cars. Just really depends on the car. But yeah, so no, you can't refinance. A lot of times you can't refinance that car in 6 to 8 months. That's just a tactic that used car dealers use. When people are like on the bridge of walking away, or not trying to do the deal, they slide it in like, yeah, just drive this car. This is the car we got you approved for. Just drive this car for 6 to 8 months, and after that you can just come back in and refinance the car. No, it's not going to happen. You're not going to be happy. You're going to be too far upside down. You're not going to be able to trade that car, and you're going to be stuck with that car for as long as you want to stuck with it. And then now you're stuck with a car you don't want, and then what's the first thing most people think of? Like, oh, if I don't want this car no more, you guys can have it. Once you walk in there and then they tell you can't refinance this car, you're going to be like, man, I don't want this car. You guys can have this car back. So then you get a repo on your credit, and now your credit's even more down. So, and people, this is the thing. It takes a while to build your credit up, but it doesn't take much for your credit to go down. Like, that's the crazy thing about credit. It's so hard to get it built up, but one thing can just put you right to the bottom. So be conscious about your credit. But if you're not a person that worried about your credit, hey, if you're going to buy everything cash, and hey, best to you. But a lot of times you can use your cash and credit and use that to accomplish a lot more things. But yeah, like I say this again, if you go to a dealership and your credit's already not the best, and they tell you, get this car and you can refinance in 6 to 8 months, just look at the face. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. So I'm just trying to warn you guys before this happened to you guys. My suggestion is go, work your job, get you some money, try to buy you a little cash car, get on your feet, establish you some good credit, and then go about and get you a car. And then, when you go out and get you a car, don't try to go out, you don't have to go out there. You can get nice cars for $3,000 to $4,000. $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000 most. You can get very nice cars in that range. So you don't have to go out there just because you're so hard up on wanting a new car that you're like, yeah, I need that $20,000, $26,000 car, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Don't put yourself in a situation. Don't put yourself in that situation, because you're setting yourself up just to fail. I don't want that to happen to you guys. A lot of times people be like, oh, I know I can afford it, but you never know. Like people last year, let's say, just take instance, people that bought cars last year, they bought those cars expecting like, oh, my job is going to stay the same, and then boom, 2020 hit, COVID hit, and now what? Now, you're not making the same type of money that you were making, but this car note is still due. So, set yourself up for something that you can manage, that even if the worst happen, that you can still manage. So, if you go take out a loan for a $4,000 car, your payment is going to be like $100, $120, and that's something that you can manage. Worst come to worst, you can manage that. Worst case and worst case, hey, you can manage that. But take out something that you can manage, But that's all I have for you guys. And as you can see, you know, sporting my Jacksonville Jaguars. Another week, another loss. But hey, it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna stay riding with my team for forever. You know, they my team. We're gonna stay. We losing right now, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's just, you know, that's just the thing. If they tell you about the refinancing, no. You gotta, a lot of times, like I said, a lot of times the refinance, you're gonna have to have good credit, and you're gonna have to wait 12 to 18 months to refinance their car. So I'm just passing this little advice on to you guys. My kids are out of school tomorrow due to the weather. You know, as y'all see, my windows all fogged up. It's raining. It's like mini sleet, like sleet and ice and stuff like that. So my kids are out tomorrow, so I'll be at the house and probably do a Copart video tomorrow just from the house. So if it's a state that you guys want to see on Copart, just let me know in the comment section below. So like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. You know, if you're watching, if you on the borderline and haven't subscribed, subscribe for me. I really appreciate that. Drop a like, drop your comments. If you don't comment like that, just drop a thumbs up. You know, I really appreciate that. The thumbs up just goes so far. You don't have to drop a full sentence to them. Just drop a thumbs up. Share this video because it might help somebody. It might help somebody you know. Appreciate you guys. See you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm out. Peace.